Hey crew, it's Bit, and I'm back on another reaction video. Today we're going to be checking out my boy, Playboy the Beast, because my girl Shannon said he's got a new one out, so you should check it out. So I'm going to do that. As soon as I get this set up, we will swap it on over and dig in. Let's go. Well, that's a familiar scene, huh?
Time's wasting, I'm done being complacent. I think it's finally time that we've had this conversation. My turn to talk, shut up and don't say shit. Just trying to make it, but your lock us in this cage. Quick and get a fair shake with these court-appointed lawyers. Even if we go to trial, guaranteed it will destroy you. Some brothers snitching while the others copping pleas. Systematic racism can't afford them lawyer fees. Black lives matter too, I got a family to feed. But ain't no jobs where I'm from and I can't get a degree. So I'm about to hit the block and get this shit by any means.
Or you could fucking bounce out. You could bounce out. Like, I understand what he's saying here. Like, this is history. He's seeing the other side of the argument. But as far as I'm concerned, I can't do nothing, but all I can do is sell dope is a fucking lie. There is something you can do. You just don't want to fucking work that hard. And that's coming from somebody who used to sell dope and said the same shit. I just didn't want to work that hard. I wanted to fucking sell dope. Like, don't act like that's your only fucking option. It's not your only fucking option. This country, you can fucking leave. Like, you don't have to stay in poverty. You can bounce out somewhere else. It may be rough to start, but you can do it. You don't have to stay in these cities. You don't have to stay where you're at. You can fucking go somewhere.
Where I'm from, there's no such thing as the American dream. Just shot my nephew, man, I swear he had his hands up. Shot him in the back while he was trying to pull his pants up.
And we ain't seen that happen once.
Then fuck 12 with my middle fingers up. We would never trust the system, the government is corrupt. Fuck 12.
See, I know that he's playing the bad guy here. He's talking the shit like they talk the shit. And I'm hoping he's about to destroy that, because I don't hold with any of that. Like, I do believe that Black Lives Matter, absolutely. I believe that God created all of us, and therefore we are all equally valued. It doesn't matter what your melanin is. It doesn't matter what your eye color is. It doesn't even matter if you're smart or dumb. It really doesn't. You're still a child of God. So I'm not wishing ill on you, but I do want you to wake the fuck up.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
All right, here comes the second part.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. You and I, we don't see eye to eye, though we both bleed red, we on opposite sides. Yeah. I recognize that the left divides. A revolution is coming, it won't be televised, no.
The revolution will not be televised.
You and I, we don't see eye to eye, though we both bleed red, we on opposite sides. Yeah. I testify that big tech just lies. The revolution is coming, it won't be televised.
Big tech just lies. Poor boy. If there ain't a bigger truth than that. Like, I come up off my band today. Y'all will be seeing this today. We'll see how long they let me stick around.
No. What about my black life? That doesn't matter to you. You think you've had it bad? I've lived a hard life too. You were not a victim, brother. You have been lied to. But we from the same hood. I could have been like you. Though every day I risk my life to make the world a better place. But now they calling me a traitor, Uncle Tom, and a disgrace. I put this badge on with pride. It's such a slap in the face. I joined the army, went through training just to keep y'all safe. And this the things that I get. They wanna lower my pay. Man, fuck that. Blue lives matter. I got something to say. I've seen too many good men lose their life for this job. I kiss my kids and give them love before I hop in the squad. Every day's another risk, but all I'm fearing is God. I know it's hard to where we from, but man, you can defy the odds. We all want the same thing, yet here we stand so divided. We the people stand together, they fear us being united. Back to blue.
I love it, I love it. Like, and I'm not a back to blue no matter what person. Like, that is definitely not my gig. I have been shit on by the police every single time I've had an interaction with the police. So I'm not a back to blue no matter what type of person, but we absolutely need our laws. We absolutely need someone to enforce those laws. Do we need better training? Fuck yeah, we need better training. You know what the two highest paying jobs in this country should be? Policeman and teacher. That should be the two highest paid jobs in this fucking country. But no, we pay athletes and actors instead.
Blue lives matter. Blue lives.
Like, it should be so hard to be a cop. So hard to be a cop. It should be so hard to be a teacher. Like, that should be the pinnacle of someone's career.
Matter. Blue lives matter. Blue lives matter. You and I, we don't see eye to eye, though we both bleed red, we on opposite sides. I recognize that the left divides, a revolution is coming, it won't be televised. No, you and I, we don't see eye to eye, though we both bleed red, we on opposite sides. I testify that big tech just lies, the revolution is coming, it won't be televised.
That hook is hot, though. All right, I'm guessing we're going to be seeing the mix here, right?
No. You a sell out to the hood, don't give a fuck where you from. We all choose our own path and it's the one that I'm on. So don't you ever try to judge me, you ain't walked in my shoes. You think you have, but you ain't never been through what I've been through. Just calm down and let me talk to you, son. You need to take accountability for things that you've done. We can't keep making excuses, I came where you come from. If I can make it, you can make it. Man, just lower that gun. Nah, it's too late for talking now, there's no going back. It's that the president, fuck that, I'm not going back. If I was white, we wouldn't be here and you know that's a fact.
That's the argument that pisses me off the most, because you don't see it because the news don't care about it. But most people, like the most people who are in jail are black. That is for sure. That's because they're around New Orleans, they're around Chicago and New York and all of these places where they do this. Like, these Democrats really have a slave farm still running. Like, all of these places that with the high incarceration rates and all this stuff, that's run by Democrats. They're still working slavery. Just like the Constitution only abolished slavery with the exception of prisoners, and they've been working that. They have been working that ever since.
This officer's about to kill me just because my skin's black. Nah, we ain't no bad and you should know that by now. Man, we don't really want to hurt you, we can work this out. But how do black lives matter if we killing each other? This only ends two ways, don't make me do this, my brother.
That's the thing, man. Like, if you did the beat, like, you gotta take the charge. And like, that's one of those things I grew up with. Like, you take your heat. Like, if you get caught, you get pinched, you take your heat. You don't try to throw it on somebody else. You just take your heat and you ride it. Like, you don't, like, there's a whole different culture of criminality than when I was growing up. Like, I grew up with a different type of criminal. Like, we had ethics as criminals. Like, well, shit we would not do. They don't have that in these protests. That's not a thing. They burn down buildings with people in them, with children in them, man. Fuck that.
All lives matter.
They do. All of them. Every single one.
All lives matter. All lives matter. All lives matter. You and I, we don't see eye to eye, though we both bleed red, we on opposite sides. I recognize that the left divides, a revolution is coming, it won't be televised. No, you and I, we don't see eye to eye, though we both bleed red, we on opposite sides. I testify that big tech just lies, a revolution is coming, it won't be televised. No.
Yeah. We're gonna let it play on. Y'all know how we do. Street soldiers. You proud of you, boy? That was hot. That was hot. I like the way that he did it. I like the way that he showed the differing perspectives, because that's what we need more of. Like, we've got a whole lot of people out there saying fuck the police. A whole lot of them. We ain't got nobody out there saying, hey, maybe they ain't that bad. Because they're just trying to do a job. Like, there are some shitbags out there. Don't get me wrong at all. Like, I grew up in East Feliciana Parish in Louisiana, and there is not a more corrupt place on the fucking planet. Like, I don't even go back and visit graves if I can help it, because East Feliciana Parish is a terrible fucking place. And so I got out of that. Like, I'm a couple parishes over, and we started a whole new life over here. It was not easy. It's never fucking easy, but you got to do it. Like, to sit there and say, "Oh, I ain't got no choice but to do," but to do anything. I don't have a choice but to, is a lie. In this country, it's a lie. You have a choice. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can bounce. Like, you can say, oh, well, I don't like Nevada, and wind up in New England, like, in a couple of days with no problem. You can't do that elsewhere. Like, there's nowhere else you can move 1,500 miles away and just do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like, you can literally leave, buy a fucking lawnmower, right? Work all summer and be straight. But no, it's easier to actually cut to like down here. People that cut grass are probably slinging dope too, but like it's easier to sell the dope. That's what it is. Like, you're lazy. It's not that it's hard. It's that you're fucking lazy. You don't want to start a business. You don't want to grind, because that's the grind. The real grind is getting up and doing real shit every day. Being a productive member of society is tough. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Playboy, thanks, brother. I appreciate this. This was great music. I love the fact that you showed both sides of this. I love the fact that you made the argument, and we do not have enough people making the argument. We need more people out here doing this, and I love it. Thank you. This was great. To the crew, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single minute that you are here with me. I am praying for you every single day. Until next time, this has been Pit State. Peace.